Hello and welcome. My name is Stephen Ledrew. This show is going to deal with something that, whether you're young, a student, middle-aged, parent, not a parent, or older, is going to deal with a problem that virtually everybody has seen. And it's the lack of civility in our society. Whether you see it on the street corner, whether you see it on the news, people are not behaving as well as they should. I hear it from kids in school. They say, well, there's always a bully in school. Now kids are fighting in the halls and nothing's being done about it. So there seems to be a lack of civility, as I said, lack of respect. And while we don't have the answers, my two guests are Paul Preikschas. Sorry, I mucked that up. Preikschas. He is the executive director of the Army Cadet League of Ontario and retired General Maisonneuve. Thank you both for coming in.
It's a pleasure.
Now, we know about the Army a little bit, not as much as you do. So I'm going to go to Paul first. And many people are saying, okay, Ledrew, you laid out a problem. What's this Army Cadet League of Ontario? So what is it?
The Army Cadet Program, well, it's more specifically what's known as Cadets Canada,
Right.
is the largest youth program in Canada that's free of charge for youth from 12 to 18. Now, it's a partnership between the Canadian Armed Forces and the three leagues, the Army, the Air, and the Navy League, each looking after their respective cadets. So I'm in Ontario. I look after 111 communities, 111 support committees, over 6,000 cadets.
What does a cadet mean? I mean, is it you're going off to sea, Billy?
No, Cadet is really a youth program. And the program's changed over the years from when
Right.
it was started way back in last century to what it is today. And it's a youth program. And on the Army side, we do things like adventure training. We do mountain biking, we do camping, we do bushcraft. But really, it's a leadership development tool because the program is cadets teaching cadets. So you start off at 12, you might have a 15-year-old teaching you how to do drill, how to do your uniform.
So but it's also about civility.
Of course.
It's about respect. It's about, young people teaching other people how to get along, which is why you're here, which is what struck me about it, because most people don't know cadets. You might see them once or twice a year outside a beer store or liquor store, and you're going for support. Oh, by the way, I brought that up. How does this program survive? Who pays for it?
Well, the program is, again, a partnership between the Canadian Armed Forces, which supplies the uniform and the training and the officer pay. But on the other side, local communities in Ontario, we raise over $2 million to provide things the Canadian Armed Forces doesn't, like local training facilities. If we're in a school, anything, again, that we might have to prepay or fund ourselves.
Now, let me just stop you, because you said something about the kind of training. I know somebody watching right now is saying, well, are they dealing with child soldiers? Are we dealing with just training people how to shoot a gun? Well, hold on, you're going to get your chance. Paul.
So again, back in our history, that's what we taught. We taught how to shoot rifles and shoot military rifles. The program now is not that. It's a youth program that really uses the military as a tradition to build on skills that will build confidence, that will build teamwork, and that will build resistance.
And teamwork and resistance is important.
Now,
General.
It'll also build citizenship. The cadet program is a great citizenship program. In my view, that it's the best one we have in Canada right now, because they learn traditions, they learn about Canadian history, they're taught leadership, which is outstanding, of course. They're taught how to be good Canadian citizens, and I think it's something we could really put an emphasis on for the future.
Well, I mean, that's why I wanted to talk about this, because I hear from parents, I hear from students, as I said at the outset, it's sort of breaking down in a way. And the schools are either by virtue of their intention or by maybe the law, they're powerless to do anything about it.
Look, the other thing the cadet program provides, I think, is discipline. And you were talking about what does the military provide? Well, National Defense has a budget just for the cadets, which is great, and that's where they provide uniforms, et cetera, for it. But it also provides the cadet program is structured on a military structure, I would say, kind of paramilitary structure where they have discipline, they have a leader, and they have subordinates and so forth. So right away, that gives you that cadre, that kind of structure that allows kids to learn about discipline, obeying orders, giving orders eventually, So it's a great program from that point of view as well.
One of the keys, though, is it's not taught by old white guys, not by old white soldiers. It's taught by their peers. It's
That
taught
is
by
an interesting point that I wanted to bring up. And I want you to just hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break and right back, more about what I think is this fabulous, fascinating program and more details about it right back after this.